think of Pinehurst, North Carolina, you think about golf. And Pinehurst number 2 is one of the truly great golf courses anywhere.
And I've always thought that number 2, from a design standpoint, has always been my favorite golf course in the country.
Pinehurst number 2 is iconic for a lot of reasons. It seems so natural here, and that's why when Ross saw this sand, he really did hit nirvana. He knew he had something very special to create on.
There's some courses that linger in your memory, always, and Pinehurst is at the top of the list. Pinehurst has always been a leader in North American golf. From the turn of the century on, people would come and visit here. They would play golf as a very heavy history part that Pinehurst plays in the formation of American golf.
Walking through those pines and you see this golf course and you see these greens that are so unique that Donald Ross created, you kind of feel like you're stepping back in time.
Where else can you go play and play like it was really yesterday? It's beautifully manicured within the boundaries of the tee, fairway, and greens. After that, it's you're on your own.
Pinehurst is a totally tree-lined golf course without a tree strategically being in play.
It's a course that really does test every club in your bag, tests your nerves.
From a design standpoint, I think Pinehurst just has so much in it, so much variety, and it has so much character, and it's just so much fun to play.
It takes you to a different plane because of all the, first the great golf course, but all of the great men in the game that have walked it, and you're on that turf. I mean, it's incredible.
Pinehurst number 2 really is one of the most revered, well-respected courses in the world. This is really one of the treasured venues that the USGA plays the National Open Championship on.
It is probably the real cradle of American golf.
Golf was still in its infancy. It only had been in America about 15 years at that point. So golf grew here like the beautiful trees you see in the village.
Mr. Ross found the sandy soil very reminiscent of his homeland in Dornoch, Scotland, and it was perfect for building a golf course.
His pet was Pinehurst number 2. It represents his philosophy of how he thinks that golf can be played and enjoyed. He always thought Pinehurst number 2 was for the expert player, but still playable for the resort guest. That was always the legacy of what he wanted to leave it to.
To think that that course was built and was conceived 120 years ago, it's just amazing.
Pinehurst number 2 has stood the test of time. It was the place where Ben Hogan won his first championship. Walter Hagen did an exhibition here in the early 1900s. Sam Snead has played here. The greats from the 1970s, Tom Watson, Johnny Miller, Hale Irwin, all won on Pinehurst number 2. And then, of course, you had Payne Stewart with his epic win in 1999.
Pinehurst is one of those incredibly special places where you get nervous when you're on that first tee, because you realize every great golfer of the last 100 years has played this championship course.